So these two little pieces of 3D printed plastic are going to be a mold. I wax them up to allow the epoxy to release off of it. Goal is to have a little guard for a light so that the light only shines down on the floor and not up out of this. So it's a Kevlar carbon fiber laminate, and then I'll have a couple layers of, I believe it's 6 ounce behind it, and then so I'll mold that on here. I'll have to cut a slot in the back for the light to go in. Never molded stuff with a 3D printer, so I'm kind of curious how it works. So I did sand all the plastic down, and then I coated it all on epoxy so that it was a smooth surface, and then I sanded the epoxy. And then I have like a beeswax and oil. It's like a paste that I use for woodworking, and that's what I coated it in. And so we'll see how that works. I forgot to hit record. So, and then I'll press it in to the lower mold. I wrapped it on the upper one and pressed it in the lower one. See how that works. Alright, so I've already pulled this apart. So it doesn't normally come apart this easy. But, oh, actually I don't know. First time doing it. So this is the mold that I built. And so then this would be our little lampshade part. And so I'll have to trim, there's a line kind of right here that I'll have to trim up. And then on the back side I'll have to cut a U-shaped slot. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use this one, as I really needed probably at least another layer of fiberglass on the inside. That way when this pressed, when I press this in, it would actually press fully into this face and this face. So you can kind of see like this edge is shiny, and then like this is just actual like fiberglass weave. So pretty close, I'm happy with how the first attempt turned out. So there's some work that needs to be done, so I'll probably be working on trying to make another one of these today. The strength out of it is pretty incredible. It doesn't flex at all when I press on it, so I don't think I'll have to worry about it being broken if it gets like a foot partially stepped on it or anything. So this is a sample piece of the Kevlar and carbon fiber strip that we put on the front edge of the rudder. And so just kind of wanted to show people what it is. And there are different, because it's two different strands, two different materials running different directions, it actually has different physical properties. So the Kevlar runs this way and the carbon fiber runs that way. So in the Kevlar direction, I mean, it is very bendy. In the carbon fiber direction, it takes a lot more effort to bend. It doesn't really want to bend in that direction, because carbon fiber is really stiff, but it's also brittle. So it'll like resist flexing and then just snap, where Kevlar is very flexible and very tough to cut or break. And so you can actually see the material properties, which is kind of cool. power. Should. Alright, so I just installed this and should just be able to press the button and it powers on. And right now I'm getting nothing. So we're gonna make sure we have voltage. I have 12 volts, so that's why. Plugged it in backwards. So this is the corner of the nav desk, and as you can see I put a couple of blocks in to help hold stuff. We're going to put this is for the moment, the end goal is to do walnut, so you got a nice dark background, should look nice. This is a cutout for our VHF radio that will fit in there. At some point down the road, the hope is to have a chart plotter that sits in here. That way at the nav desk you can see the charts and call on the radio if need be. The radio is actually quite deep, and so I'm going to have to cut a hole in this to allow the radio to stick through. So it will interfere with the shelf that's back here slightly, so we will have to put a little box in there to keep stuff from falling down. But otherwise it should allow us to have a radio at the nav desk, and then we'll eventually hopefully have a chart plotter, maybe not, maybe it'll only be a chart plotter outside. So that's what I've been working on. Go. That looks pretty nice. Cool. I just need to box that part in and then I should be good. So just cut out. So I just cut out this section of the old stovetop, which is a pressurized alcohol stove. And just cut out, and so now I can install the induction cooktop that we're going to use. And so it actually fits in there really quite nice. I'm pleased with that, so that will hopefully cook well. It doesn't really change the look. I think we're going to try to put like a toaster oven in here somehow. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet, but for the moment we'll at least have the cooktop that works.
Like good old fiberglass.
The insulation?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just looking.
This is set in like so you have to go past vertical.
Stuff the whole thing in there and all that's not gonna work. I feel like we might need a little base for it to sit on or something. Pick it up a little bit. Well, it's not perfect, but it works for now.